Okay, so we got this new feed set up in here. Okay, welcome Thrifty Garage. I wanted to give you a look at my chicken coop here. Been working on this for some time. Still only partially complete, but gonna get into the feeder here and give you a quick look at the setup I have here. So I've got a hinged door and a 5-gallon bucket fits perfectly in here. And I just ran out of feed, so I had a 50-pound bag in here. We got some chick grit. Got a bottle to fill up the water. We'll show you that in a minute. Here is the cable for the heat lamp. And I've got this 2x4, which I pull out and use as a prop over here. So I hold it up. 5-gallon bucket. Here's our old water. And that's pretty much everything. So, just barely picked up some 5-gallon buckets from Cal Ranch. A 25-pound bag of chick feed. And then we got these screw-on lids. So these Gamma sill lids, easy assembly. Snap adapter ring to bucket, spin to lock lid clockwise, to seal, to open, spin lid counterclockwise. So these have a waterproof, I believe, seal in them. We've got this white seal, so these are going to be perfect. So we'll get this set up and show you what it looks like.
It's ready for the chicks. I'll put the lid on. That's what you put the lid on.
Okay, so we got this new feed set up in here. Got enough room for 50 pounds of feed, chicken grit, and this water. So this water, I usually take that bottle right here, 2-inch pipe that I just top off right there. And then I've got this height gauge that tells me how full it is. We'll come around to the other side and take a better look at it. So inside the coop here, I've got 3 nipples. You can see where it enters the coop there with a T. Currently we have a feeder in here, and we've also got this hardwire mesh grate on 2x6s that help catch the extra feed. Really not super happy with how that's working, but it is helping us realize how much food has been wasted. So definitely trying to think of a better way to manage feed, whether that'll be outside or inside the coop. Not quite sure at this point. We'll take a look on the bottom what we got for water. So on the bottom here we've got more pipe. No nipples have been installed yet. I've actually got some of the cup feeders on their way. Forgot to mention on the nipples in the coop, they're leaking at the moment, and trying to figure out a way that they won't leak. So on this side I've got room for between 3 and 6 nipples or cup feeders. And then over here I've got a hose bib on the end just to flush it out That'll work great when I go to add more nipples on this. I can just open that up, hook up a hose, whatever I need to do to drain that out in its entirety. And then I can add a couple of nipples out here, a couple of nipples underneath, and even modify the upper ones. Again, there's that sight hose and everything else that goes with it. And then right now the coop's closed off, or the run, excuse me, it's closed off right there. And once we get more completed here, we'll open this underneath the coop for them as well. So here, as I was mentioning, don't know if you can tell the discoloration, but right in here, it's all wet. So all this feed that's dropped in there, everything else that's gotten in there is all wet. I think it's just this nipple right here that's leaking. I'm not sure where, or if they're just dripping a lot when they're drinking it. These two don't seem to have the same wetness underneath. So while we're in the coop here, might as well tell you kind of my thought process here. So on the left hand side here, we've got their nesting boxes, which we'll open up at a future time. We've obviously got this roosting bar, 2 different heights, and on the bottom here we've got, you can see a little bit here, we've got a deep litter system. So I've got 2x6 basically drawer that will pull out the sides, and I can clean that out. So right now we've got about 4 inches, maybe only 3 inches of pine litter on the bottom. Really hoping that works out well. Easy system to work. We've got a few windows here. Those will be closed off in the winter, and then all of the soffits are open as well. We've got those soffits as well as some upper ones. Here's the heat lamp. We are having an issue with bees, hornets putting nests in here. I think there's still one in there on the back side making that nest. I smashed one up here. The hornet's pretty dormant right now, but definitely don't want them to get fully established. Take a look outside. So here's the nesting boxes. This is a fixed roof, and then I will have just a hinged access panel there on the side. They're probably a little bigger than 12 by 12, with a slight slant on the roof. And then I've got essentially 3 roofs on each side. So I've got this hinged big back door, access them. I've got another vent up here. You can see these other outside vents. And then the run. As you can see, a lot of things are work in progress. Here's that drawer, the unplanted plywood. I'll probably make some sort of hinge or something so it's easier to open. And in that whole area, you can either slide towards the garden, out towards the yard here. So that'll make it easy to clean. Hey Sammy, what are you doing? You like the chickens? They're your friends?